I'm Alexander Surajani, 458, September 24th. I think the world is in danger. There's some new phenomenon where gamblers think they can attempt murder and commit crimes when they lose bets. They think they can just create gambling rings around people and then own their property and own them, as they put it. They're practicing New Age mind slavery. And law enforcement is ignoring this, as well as presidents and politicians, and not arresting these people, uh, nor the people allowing such to occur. There may be a lot of people with psychiatric illness in America in positions of power and in law enforcement, maybe outside of America as well, as there are gamblers gambling, and when they lose bets, they start committing assault and committing crimes. This may be going on in Dubai. This may be going on in Dallas, Houston, Woodlands, California. Um, they're even allowing terrorist acts to be committed on U.S. citizens and others and not arresting these people. They're letting famous people commit terrorism and rape like violence on disabled people. They're letting wealthy people commit these crimes and not arresting them, not freezing and seizing their assets, maybe even politicians, children, and other people, middle class people as well, who think they're the Illuminati. It's really fucking scary. Um, but a piece of this is they're allowing people to steal intellectual property and not arresting them, which sounds like psychiatric illness. They're letting RICO go on in America and outside of America and not arresting people involved in RICO. They're letting highly illegal, unethical, inhumane human experimentation occur in America and not arresting people. They're letting implantation crimes be committed and not economic espionage and not arresting people involved with this. So they either have psychiatric illness or they're being blackmailed. Either way, citizens in America and the globe's lives are in danger if people aren't arresting people involved with economic espionage, terrorism, and RICO, nor seizing and freezing their assets. Um, I made an idea. They stole it today already and then started trying to attempt murder for it. And even started shocking my heart, shocking my body, my nervous system. It was low grade, but it's still attempted murder and threats. It's witness tampering as well, which is 20 years in prison. Um, they've also been committing crime after crime and still are not in a prison where they belong. Uh, they like to tell people they're above the law, but I told them, if you're above the law, why do you need money if you're above the law? If you're above the law, you can just take whatever you want off a shelf. Yeah. And don't fall for fake videos of this so they can try to sell this idea of being hard or above the law. They love making fake videos to fucking morons. Don't be a fucking moron who falls for their fake videos. Some of these guys like making fake videos of them talking tough with politicians. And then that's how they try to sell their above the law idea to fucking morons. So there's a lot of morons who fall for this shit. Don't be a moron. But basically, there's a lot of crimes being committed in America, and people aren't arresting these idiots because they fall for retarded shit like that. Some kid acting like he's above the law, talking shit to the president, for example, and thinking he's pushing him around. Or some kid making a fake video of him walking in a store and acting like he owns the place and stealing stuff. And then there's idiots affiliated with him who then start thinking they're above the law. So they're showing these fake videos to retarded people who then start believing this shit. So that's a piece of this too. Don't fall for it. That's one way they're trying to course crime. I mean, they may start making fake videos of them murdering people and pretending like they're above the law. And then people think people who think they're affiliated with them may start murdering people, thinking they're above the law too. So don't fall for this. These kids are promoting violence, crime. They're promoting terrorism. A lot of them are involved in terrorism, terrorist conspiracy. But this is a big deal. But basically, there's a lot. They're even performing witness tampering while I'm speaking. But basically, there's people with psychiatric illness not arresting people involved with organized crime, RICO, terrorism, economic espionage, as well as big-time witness tampering, highly illegal, unethical, inhumane human experimentation, ritualistic community sexual violence, financing of terrorism through illegal gambling and economic espionage. There's law enforcement agents who know about this and not arresting these people. There may be even law enforcement agents involved with some of these terrorists. Someone needs to address this and arrest these people, as these kids are committing crime daily, and their parents are involved with this too, and their parents aren't being arrested, nor these kids. And there's large-scale theft going on. Large sums of money are being put in the hands of terrorists and criminals for illegal weapons manufacturing and distribution and more, such as these neurophysiological weapons called implantable devices, satellite weapons, and more. There's a lot of people who know about these things, keeping them hush, falling for stories that they're freedom fighters or righteous or great or good. They're really just terrorists and criminals who stole large sums of money that was never theirs. And now they're trying to wage war on America because they got caught being criminals and thugs. That's a key piece of this. So, how are these people all not in prison, and what is going on? Um, but right now, they're performing big time witness tampering on me with their implantable devices. There was more I was going to say, but yeah, they're literally ignoring illegal weapons manufacturing and distribution. That should tell you any law enforcement agent ignoring something like that, psychiatric illness, more than criminal negligence, or something, or is being blackmailed. It should tell you if law enforcement agents are being blackmailed in America, there's a threat in America. Because people involved with illegal weapons manufacturing and distribution should be in prison. People involved in terrorism should be in prison. People involved in economic espionage should be in prison. And they should be in a real prison where they don't have access to a computer or weapons, because that's another piece of this. That may be going on in Dallas or Dubai, where they put people in a prison, but it's not even a prison, and they give them access to computers and weapons, satellite weapons, implantable weapons, implantation weapons, illegal surveillance technology, hacking technology, and they let them steal and rob from these supposed prisons. So that's a piece of this too. Or they may just be on house arrest and they're not even in prison. Or they're not even in prison, they're just making fake videos to idiots, pretending they're putting people in prison when they're not. So don't fall for that either. There's a lot of deep fakes in video manufacturing, pretending like they're arresting people, pretending like they're handling stuff, pretending they're investigating stuff when they're not. And a lot of these kids are just running around stealing intellectual property, selling it, and financing terrorism, organized crime, illegal gambling, rape-like violence of disabled people, rape violence on women, potentially even on men. They're financing crime, and no one's arresting people financing big time crime. And we're not talking about small. We're not talking about little pot smokers. We're not talking about a drug user. We're talking about guys financing rape, murder, terrorism, illegal weapons manufacturing. We're talking about highly illegal gambling, high stakes gambling with illegal legal stuff going on, murder for weirdo rich people entertainment, guys from like the movie Hostel kind of guys entertainment. We're talking about financing of weapons that can, destroy humanity. I mean, we're talking about some really illegal shit that people aren't arresting people for. I mean, they just started assaulting me again with these neurophysiological weapons, and I'm more than aware they're a terrorist threat, more than aware how big of a deal they are because I'm a victim of them. Like I said, think about implantable devices in the brain that disrupt memory, processing, analysis, and think about these in the heads of intelligence officers or Bureau of Counterterrorism guys or CIA guys or politicians, and they're trying to study or research or analyze a case and their brain isn't working, or they're trying to operate technology that requires a lot of brain power, or do use investigative technology that requires a lot of brain power, and their brain is being hindered substantially to where they can't remember what they're doing or can't process or analyze certain information, which they can do with this tech. That's a threat to humanity in America. I already explained it. Even think about a man flying a plane, a pilot. They were using witness tampering when I was searching for the word as well. Think of about a pilot flying a plane. They're even using tech on my mouth when I'm trying to speak to make it look like a speech impediment when I really don't. But think about a pilot flying a plane and trying to land. See, they're tampering with my nervous system in real time. Bet my life on it. And I know it sounds crazy, but these implantable devices are real, and they're in the hands of terrorists, murderers, rapists, pedophiles, criminals, big-time criminals involved with large-scale theft, rape-like violence of disabled people, highly illegal, unethical, inhumane human experimentation, guys involved in RICO, theft of trillions, illegal weapons manufacturing, and distribution. The tech is in the hands of real bad dudes. Threats to America, threats to humanity, people who lie for terrorists. And then there's even law enforcement lying for terrorists because of these people. So this is a really big deal. So someone needs to arrest these guys. I don't know what's going on. Someone needs to wake the fuck up and quit being blinded by Benjamin or promises of women or whatever the hell is going on. And someone needs to start arresting terrorists and people lying for fucking terrorists and people lying about threats to national security, because I'm fed up with my life being in danger, my family's life being in danger. And I'm fed up with every citizen's life around the globe being in danger because people want to cater to fucking famous people or rich people or to women who are offering sex or catering to fucking people offering them fucking illegal money. I'm fed up with this unprofessionalism and this bullshit. Someone needs to start doing their job. This is ridiculous now.